What's up, guys and gals, DC fans? Here's a look at the DC Comics Multiverse. Batman Year 2, The Reaper. This is from the Collect and Connect Rookie series. As you'll see there, that is the completed rookie. And all the figures. It's only 5 in the series. Kind of makes me wish, more, build a figure series, mainly Marvel Legends only had that many figures to complete the build a figure. But anyway, there's an overall look at the packaging. This is one of those characters that I'm not too familiar with. But I wanted to get them to get the piece to complete the rookie, but also it's obviously a villain, and you can always use more villains, and he also just looks pretty damn badass. Now I don't know for sure, but as you can see, pretty much all the other figures are, modern era, current. I'm not sure about the Reaper here. I want to say, this particular version of him, Batman Year 2, but I'm not sure, but, I actually think that this character might go further back than the rest of these, which are all, kind of more modern, current, versions of the characters, if not the 80s or even older, at least the 90s. But that's just me. I'm not totally sure. So anyway, let's crack this guy open and take a closer look. All right, so there he is. But before we take a look at the figure, here's the collect and connect piece of the rookie that he includes. Upper torso. Man, this is gonna look really cool when it's all put together. So anyway, let's look at the figure. First off, he's got such a big, kind of heavy cape that I'm actually surprised that he can even stand. It's kind of like I've mentioned it before. I'm more of a DC fan than Marvel fan, but I do love both. I'm not that is not to take away from my love for Marvel, all things Marvel at all. I just I'm just more into DC. But truth be told, the Marvel Legends line, as far as the action figures go, not the actual comic book universes they come from, but the action figures. Marvel Legends, for the $20 price point, they're almost all pretty perfect. Whereas with Mattel's DC Multiverse line, same price point, $20, man, they're often hit or miss, and they're usually just okay to good. There's not many of them that are like, oh, this is an awesome figure. They're mostly just okay, for 20 bucks. Okay, and it's mostly just well, it is what it is, There are other options, but I like I like the line. I'm a fan, and there's a certain standard that they just still match better with Marvel Legends than other options out there. So anyway, there's this guy, Reaper. Looks pretty cool. He's got pretty good articulation, pretty good detail. There really is not many paint apps to speak of. We'll see there on the skull face and right there. I don't think the rest of this body is painted. It's just in the molded red, but there's some kind of I don't know the technical term for it, but there's some minor detailing. It looks like airbrushing to add some, coloration variation in the coloration. Forgive me, I don't know the technical terms for these things, but yeah, there you have it. Although again, with the whole hit or miss, while overall this guy looks really cool, and he's got the articulation, and I have quite a bit of DC Multiverse. This one has some parts that just feel gummier. Most of it is like the harder plastic, but then the joints feel pretty gummy. Not as gummy as 4-inch Marvel Universe, but you can really feel the difference. Even this whole forearm is kind of like a more rubbery plastic, and then even in the lower legs, the joint, the knee joint, it's a little on the gummier side, but not so bad. It's not like it's the kind that where any of the parts are misshapen or bowing or anything like that. But just handling it, you can feel the difference. Doesn't feel all through and through solid. So that's pretty much there is to the figure, except for his weapons, which are these, what would you call these things, like sickles that go in place of his hands. And again, I'm not really familiar with the character, but dude, that looks pretty badass. His overall look and those sickle hand weapons. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Reaper, man. So, in typical fashion for me, what I will do is, I don't have the comics available to read up on, but I can Google, Wikipedia, research this guy, just to kind of get an idea exactly of who he is and how he'll fit in with my universe, because these things are toys. Source material aside, you do what you want with them, But to each their own. Some people are anal about stuff, and, they have to stick with what's canon or written of the character. But for me, I'm a fan of the universe, but I use it loosely for my own universe. Know what I'm saying? So anyway, there you have it, the Reaper. Always cool to add a villain to your Batman collection. And this one is definitely worth getting at retail price. If you know me, it's like I really don't like to pay over retail for new and current figures. Only if it's completely gone from retail and there's really no other choice. I got lucky. Catch this guy on Amazon for a retail price plus free Prime shipping. So yeah, really cool. There you have it. Thanks for watching.